Live from ABC 7, Philip Palmer, Kathy Vara, Garth Kemp weather, Jane Monreal and Scott Rife traffic. Now, Southern California's first high-definition news. Eyewitness News at 6.
President Obama takes aims at executives of companies accepting government bailout money, what he wants to do about their multi-million-dollar salaries.
Federal agents raid a home in Fontana and find a massive amount of drugs. Wait until you hear where the suspects were hiding it.
And a spike in crime in one area of Orange County. We're live with a warning going out to residents.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 4th. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Kathy Vara. Let's get right to the weather because we have rain on the way. Here's Garth Kemp.
Yeah, good morning, Kathy. There is definitely going to be rain on the way, but enjoy today. It should be real nice, 6 o'clock straight up. LAX, things look good out there. The airport's nice, clear pretty much everywhere. 51 degrees right now, 44% humidity, and the winds are calm. Chino, good morning. You're at 47. Same for Burbank, West LA, UCLA. Picking up a few little clouds there and 52 degrees. The Redlands 47, or just Redlands 47, excuse me. San Bernardino 33 and Mariloma coming in at 35 today. There's some other wide scattered temperatures for you. 21 in the Big Bear and 49 in the Santa Ana. For today, the beach is 72, the valley 79. So we start to cool things off. Clouds will increase as we make our way through the evening hours tonight. And rain coming. We'll tell you exactly when that rain is going to hit, how much we think we're going to get. Snow as well, how long it's going to last, all that coming up. And just exactly where did Jane hide all the Cuban cigars that she brought back into this country from the Philippines? That's coming up in a little bit.
Okay. Right now, though, we have to talk about a little business. A traffic alert Jane's been following all morning.
Garth is already throwing me under the bus. I just got here, man. Good morning, everybody. We're going to talk about this traffic alert. It's been here since about 1:30. A big rig caught on fire. It was fully engulfed after hitting the center divider south along the 57 to the 10 connectors. So as a result, for the next half hour, it is shut down, South 57 to either side of the 10. It's actually only causing a minor slowdown. It's really once you pick up the West 10, things will definitely bog down. From Azusa on over to the 605, the 91 as well as you make your way out of Diamond Bar, out through Hacienda Heights. Drive time's already up to 17 minutes from the 57 on over to the 605. Inland Empire just plain slow. West 91 from the 15 as you make your way. That morning drive underway through the Santa Ana Canyon. And the car that went over the side, that is being wrapped up. North 605 to the West 91. Northbound side of the 5 will slow down as you make your way into the City of Commerce. Just getting rid of a trouble spot, North 5 at Garfield, heading into the City of Commerce. Here's our Caltrans camera shot. There is the 91. That's the Artesia Freeway, still looking pretty good. Out through Bellflower, your traffic tracker drive time, West 91. Again, out of Riverside to Corona, and the Santa Ana Canyon's up to about 25 minutes and still building. We'll check in with Scott Rife in Air 7 HD over Encino. How's it going, Scott?
Yeah, never better, Jane. Thank you very much, and welcome back. I'm glad to see that you're the one who's going to get punished by Garth now, and not me any longer. I'm sort of out of that loop. But there's no punishment for you on the 405 South or even in the Valley so far this morning. That's the 405 South getting away from your screen right past the 101 and Ventura Boulevard. And there are no delays yet at all on the southbound San Diego Freeway. So even the Ventura Freeway in the Valley is moving well. From Air 7 HD, I'm Scott Rife, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Scott, thank you. President Obama wants to set some limits for Wall Street. The president is taking aim at companies getting government bailout money. As ABC's Viviana Hurtado reports today, he will target the top executives and their paychecks.
President Barack Obama is going forward with his plan to fix the battered economy. He's slated to appear later this morning with Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner to announce new limits on executive compensation at companies that receive federal bailout money. But his stimulus package, which is still being debated in the Senate, has hit a speed bump.
We can scrub it of any problems that are in there, but what I don't want to do is to delay creating jobs for people who are losing work, providing families some direct relief in the form of middle-class tax cuts, in the form of tax breaks for small businesses.
Congressional Republicans say the bill that's approaching $900 billion will mortgage Americans' future without any guarantees that it will turn around the failing economy.
The American people, the polls are rapidly shifting. The American people are beginning to figure out what this package is, that it's not a stimulus package, it's a spending package.
Another rough patch for the new administration concerns nominees for key positions. The Treasury Secretary was confirmed despite tax troubles. Not the case for Tom Daschle, who was named Health and Human Services Secretary, or Nancy Killefer, picked to be the government's first Chief Performance Officer. Their tax troubles forced them to withdraw their nominations.
This was a self-induced injury that I'm angry about, and we're going to make sure we get it fixed.
18 mayors from across the country are meeting at the White House on the agenda discussing the stimulus plan, specifically projects to improve infrastructure such as roads and bridges. Viviana Hurtado, ABC News, Washington.
L.A. Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa is one of the people that will be meeting with members of President Obama's administration today. This will be the mayor's second trip to D.C. in just 3 weeks. The mayor hopes to secure federal funding for local transportation and green technology projects included in the president's economic stimulus package.
By the end of next month, thousands of General Motors employees will have to decide if they want to take a company buyout. A spokesperson for the troubled automaker has confirmed it. He says they'll mainly target 22,000 GM workers who are eligible to retire, but any union employee can take the offer. The buyout includes a one-time payment of $20,000 and a $25,000 voucher for a GM car. March 24th is the employee deadline to decide. Wells Fargo won't be taking employees on an expensive getaway to Las Vegas. The company initially defended the trip, which included stays at the Wynn and Encore hotels. Investigators and lawmakers on Capitol Hill claimed that the company was misusing the $25 billion in bailout money it received from taxpayers. Wells Fargo canceled the trip but claims it never planned to use bailout money. The company reported losses of $2.3 billion in the final quarter of 2008.
A major dope bust to report this morning, with federal and local law enforcement working together to make this happen. Overnight in the 8900 block of Reseda Avenue in Fontana is when all this went down. This is a live picture from the house where a large stash of marijuana has been confiscated. You can see debris from the bust there on the lawn. Now, it looks like some of that is a plastic bag, maybe from where the marijuana and other drugs were held. Fontana police worked with drug enforcement and ICE agents. They'd been watching this home for several days. The surveillance apparently paid off when someone dropped off a load of ceramic donkeys last night. And that is part of what you saw a moment ago. Inside those statues was marijuana. There's no word yet on arrests as the investigation into the drug shipment continues. A warning this morning for some residents in Orange County. There's been a significant increase in burglaries, car break-ins, and car thefts over the past several months. Much of the recent crime spree has been centered on neighborhoods in Anaheim Hills and East Anaheim areas. Eyewitness News reporter Lisa Hernandez is live this morning in Anaheim as police tell residents they need to be taking precautions. Lisa.
Philip, good morning. We popped up that map for the people at home to show part of the area that's a part of this crime spree that's been over the past 5 months or so. The affected area includes Royal Ridge Road and surrounding streets east of South Imperial Highway. The one thing that area has in common, all those streets have in common, is very easy freeway access. And Anaheim PD says these crooks are jumping on the freeways after they commit these crimes and making a very easy getaway. The increase in crime includes home burglaries, but is mostly related to car break-ins. Anaheim police say the thieves are looking primarily for portable electronics, things like navigation devices and laptops. They break in, grab the stuff, and take off. And the rate that they're committing these crimes is now at a 5-month high. Authorities are advising residents to hide all valuables from plain sight, and if you can, to take them with you when you leave your car, because thieves are targeting these items and they show no sign of slowing down.
We're talking about laptops, we're talking about cell phones, GPSs, iPods, other valuables.
Unfortunately, the GPS was located still attached to the windshield, so that was a dead giveaway, I think. And then the iPods were just next to the driver's seat.
Yeah, many residents being affected by this activity. In addition to Royal Ridge Road, Creekview Lane, Sunset Ridge, and Moon Ridge Road also being targeted. A community meeting has been scheduled to offer more information to concerned residents, and Anaheim PD will be a part of that. If you'd like to attend, it's being held February 19th at Running Springs Elementary. It's happening at 7 p.m., again, February 19th. And police also want to encourage anyone with any information on this recent wave of criminal activity to give them a call, and they can be reached at the number on your screen, 714-765-1900. So far, no strong leads as to who is behind this recent wave of crime in Anaheim and Anaheim Hills. Reporting live in Anaheim this morning, I'm Lisa Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And police need your help to track down a hit-and-run driver who ran down a pedestrian in Newport Beach. The man was hit while standing near a disabled vehicle on Hospital Road just south of Placentia Avenue on Sunday. Witnesses say a vehicle similar to the one seen here left the scene without stopping to help. The vehicle is described as either a white 1996 to 2001 Ford Explorer SUV or a white 1997 Mercury Mountaineer SUV. Police say the vehicle may have sustained damage to its right front corner in the collision. The vehicle may also have the right front headlight assembly and grille missing. If you have any information, call the Newport Beach Police Department hotline. That number is 800-550-NBPD. And police are warning residents in Silver Lake to be aware after a string of robberies in the area. All of the victims have been men walking alone. 4 of the 10 robberies turned violent. The crimes happen at all hours, even in broad daylight. Some residents are upset, saying the police should have warned them sooner.
This is my first time hearing about this.
I mean, I hadn't heard anything until right now, and that kind of worries me, especially at this time. You know, you're thinking you're safe, and in reality, you're not.
Investigators say the robberies are not hate crimes, and police believe the suspects who travel in groups of 2 or 4 could be gang members. Anyone with information about the robberies and the attacks is urged to call the LAPD at 1-877-LAPD-247. That's 1-877-527-3247.
The LA City Council is set to vote today on settlements stemming from the MacArthur Park May Day melee case. Council members are voting on the estimated $13 million needed to settle hundreds of lawsuits. The LAPD is accused of using excessive force to clear immigration protesters and journalists from MacArthur Park on May Day in 2007. A number of people were hurt.
A new spin on personalized Valentine's Day cards, how you can send one to the one you love.
Also ahead, Google Maps getting even more interactive, how it can help you pinpoint friends and family in real time anywhere in the world.
And a 5-year-old becomes a lifesaver, what he did that saved his father when he passed out.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Wow, what a shot out towards Long Beach. The sun's coming up. There is a change in the weather. Obviously, we've been talking about rain, snow, all that coming up. We'll fill you in on it in just a sec. Hey, Jane.
Hey there, Garth. Good morning, everybody. Following this long-playing ABC 7 traffic alert in San Dimas, the 5710 Connect Road remains shut down, and because of a new problem North 5 at Garfield, we'll see what that does for your traffic tracker drive time on the 5 when we come back.
Welcome back. There's new software that lets you share your whereabouts with friends and family.
Plus, an exciting way to personalize your Valentine's Day cards. In this morning's Tech Bites, Vanita Nair has those stories and a new way to get video games.
In today's Tech Bites, Amazon goes gaming. Amazon.com is launching a video game download service. Now, the site currently offers more than 600 casual games, all under $10. The site also allows you to play any of those games for 30 minutes before deciding if you actually want to buy it. For its first week, Amazon is giving away 3 games for free. Google is not just for searching information anymore. Now you can search for family and friends, even track their every move. Google is releasing new software today called Latitude for its mobile maps program that will let you do just that. It allows anyone with a mobile device to share their whereabouts. Parents can keep tabs on their kids from their home computer, or friends can just keep an eye on each other over their cell phones. Users do have control over the program. They must decide to turn it on, and also they have control over who can monitor them. Well, many people blame technology for taking time away from activities like reading books. But a new iPhone application could help bring people to the library. The Washington, D.C. Public Library is first in the nation to release an app that lets users tap into its resources from the iPhone or iPod Touch. Users can search for books, music, and more, read reviews and summaries, even place holds on items to pick them up later. Finally, Valentine's Day is just 10 days away. If you're not going to get a gift this year, you can still give a card with a personal touch. A website called Animoto lets you send personalized digital Valentine's Day cards. You submit a bunch of photos of you and your loved one, and it automatically generates a video slideshow set to music. The site can also bail you out if you forget to get a gift. For information on all of these stories, log on to the technology page of abcnews.com. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Vanita Nair.
Get ready for wet weather. Let's take you outside live to Malibu. Gorgeous sunrise. Garth Kemp's up with details on when the rain will arrive.
And surveillance cameras are rolling when a car plows through the doors of a store just as shoppers are walking in.
This morning's Tech Bites brought to you by K Jewelers.
Thursday, Oprah's favorite doctor, Dr. Oz, electrifies our GMA Fit Club with life-changing health advice for men and women. So how can we all live healthier lives? And what do we all have to do to get and stay healthy?
You got to do this every day.
Watch Good Morning America.
Just after giving birth, a flesh-eating bacteria took both of her arms and legs. Jenny McCarthy brings us a story of mom courage unlike any I've seen.
An unforgettable mother.
Next, Oprah. Today at 3 here on ABC 7.
It's a really beautiful morning, and enjoy today because we have rain on the way. Here's Garth Kemp.
Yeah, we do, Kathy. Good morning, everybody. Nice to have you with us. 6:19. Let's get to it. Out towards Long Beach now. Beautiful shot. The sun getting ready to come up. Pretty much clear everywhere. It's been a somewhat mild morning. 51 degrees downtown. Humidity starting to climb just a little bit. And the barometer's falling. That means we're watching low pressure approach the area. 33 now to Riverside. 53 in Oxnard and 47 out towards Burbank. There it is, the big center of the low. A couple of things we're watching. This is what it looks like for the next 48 hours, Wednesday morning all the way into Thursday and then into Friday. You can see by Thursday afternoon, that first patch of energy really starts to move towards us. Then as we go to Friday, a bigger second patch of energy continues to move towards us as well. We could see anywhere from a half an inch to 2 inches of rain by the time it's all said and done. A lot of cold air being pumped through. That'll take the snow levels down 6, maybe 12 inches of snow at some of the higher elevations are what we are expecting. Maybe a chance of a thunderstorm. So that's what it looks like Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, a little break on Friday, which will produce just some showers. Then the second system Friday night into Saturday morning. Capiche? Surf report. West, northwest well, 1 to 3 in Malibu, 2 to 4 for Huntington. Not bad there today, a little better than yesterday. There it is on the 7-day. And by Saturday, I think it's the least the first half of the day till we clear out these showers. That's what the timing looks like right now. System actually slowing down just a little bit for us now, but the valleys and the inland areas, the same thing. If you're thinking about heading up to the mountains, make sure you carry some chains with you because I guarantee you, you will need them once we get down to around that 5,000-foot level. Thunderstorms a possibility. If we do see 2 or more inches along some of those foothills, that's going to cause some flash flooding problems. We'll let you know as soon as we see any advisories or any warnings coming out of that. And then Sunday looks absolutely beautiful. Back to you guys.
All right, Garth, thank you. We do have a traffic alert this morning. Been following it all morning long. Jane, what do you have now?
Yeah, Philip, good morning, everybody. Hopefully it's going to be cleared here in the next 10 minutes. They said earlier that they hope to reopen the connector road from the South 57 to both sides of the 10 by 6:30. So we'll see if that's the case by the next time I see you. It is the West 10 that's going to slow down into Baldwin Park. Really, your morning commutes are well underway. It's typical stuff. Westbound side of the 60, certainly coming away from the 57 out to the 605. We have new trouble heading into Valencia. This is the South 5, the Golden State Freeway at Valencia Boulevard, quickly being cleared from lanes. Really, the South 5 moves well out of the Newhall Pass, down through Burbank, eventually into East LA. The 14's going to slow down into the Newhall Pass, but the 405, enjoy that ride right now, through the Sepulveda Pass. New trouble North Long Beach, North 710 at the 91. We might have that right lane taken away, and here is the Caltrans camera, at least the 91 moves fairly well through Long Beach. Your traffic tracker drive time on the West 10. Slow as well, 57 out to the 605 at 16 minutes. Scott Reif headed that way to the Long Beach area. In the meantime, a check of the 5 in Downey from Air 7 HD. What's the latest, Scott?
Yeah, thank you, Jane. You know, we were looking for that problem 5 north at Garfield. Great news, it's not here. So what we have is a typical drive, some crowding and a little slowing on the 5 north as you cross the 605 to about Lakewood Rosemead. And then past that point, the North 5 doesn't move bad at all as you make your way all the way into downtown. From Air 7 HD, I'm Scott Reif, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Scott. Coming up, a 5-year-old boy's a hero after knowing exactly what to do when his father passes out at home.
Also, dramatic video from a store's surveillance camera as a car comes crashing through the front doors, hitting shoppers.
And Universal Studios is almost finished rebuilding sets destroyed in last year's fire. When they'll be open and the new additions visitors will be able to see.
This ABC 7 Eyewitness newscast is sponsored in part by Sylvan Learning Center.
In Hollandale Beach, Florida, a car plows through the front door of a store and it's all caught on camera. At least 5 people were injured, but witnesses say it could have been much worse. The video shows the car jumping the curb as the driver pulls into park. The driver was a woman in her 80s. Police did not determine whether she was at fault or whether there was a mechanical problem with the car.
Emergency crews in St. Petersburg, Florida are calling a little boy a hero. They say 5-year-old Jude Stephen not only managed to call for help when he found his dad unconscious, but he gave him medical aid until paramedics arrived. Last Saturday, Jude realized something was very wrong when his dad wouldn't wake up. His father, Danny, has type 1 diabetes and had gone into diabetic shock. Jude quickly realized his father needed sugar, grabbed some juices out of the refrigerator.
You squeezed it.
Literally just put the straw in them and just dribbled them into my mouth. You were just like a little doctor. I have no idea how you did it, but you did it.
Besides the juice, Jude also hand-fed his dad cupcakes and honey until rescue crews arrived. His dad says there's no doubt Jude is a hero.
He's a smart little boy, too.
Well, he probably gave him everything he wanted.
Yeah, really.
Juice packs, cupcakes, and honey.
Lawmakers say LA County isn't getting the money it needs from the state. Now county leaders are threatening to take action.
It's a small device that could give big results in the gym. Stick around to find out what it is and what it does.
And stick around for weather and traffic. Here's a view from our LAX camera looking downtown.
This ABC 7 Eyewitness newscast is sponsored in part by Dodge.
Live from ABC 7, Philip Palmer, Kathy Vara, Garth Kemp weather, Jane Monreal and Scott Rife traffic. Now, Southern California's first high-definition news. Eyewitness News at 6:30.
President Obama wants new restrictions for executives whose companies take bailout money, but that's not all. The new rules to be announced today.
The LA County Board of Supervisors considers fighting fire with fire as the state holds on to its money it's supposed to give out.
And a teen driver is facing serious consequences this morning after authorities say he climbed behind the wheel drunk and caused a head-on crash.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, February the 4th. I'm Kathy Vara.
And I'm Philip Palmer, and Garth Kemp is here. We have another nice day in store for us.
Yeah, we do, boy. It's going to be a beautiful day today, but things are going to start to change as we roll towards the evening. LAX, man, another great shot. Look at this shooting out towards the mountain range. Nice. Downtown Los Angeles in the foreground, obviously, but what a spectacular start to the day. 51 degrees now. Pretty much clear everywhere. Norco, good morning. You're cold at 33, Murrieta at 32, and Rancho Cucamonga. A few clouds streaming through there at 49. Granada Hills, 47. Newport Beach, 48. We'll cool things down a little. 72 at the beaches today, 79 into the valleys, the mountains 53, deserts 81. Rain is coming. A few minutes, I'll tell you when it's going to get here.
All right, Garth, thank you. We have a traffic alert, been following it all morning long. Let's go to Jane Monreal for details.
Yeah, Philip, in San Dimas, the 5710 interchange affected since about 1:30. That's where a big rig hit the center divider, fully engulfed in a car fire, and the fire part is out, so a lot to clean up still. Was hoping to reopen things here. Well, by now, not the case. So we're going to keep the traffic alert there for a little while longer. South 57 to either side of the 10. Had a car go over the side. That's being wrapped up out of Cerritos, north 605 to the west 91. The 405 just slow going out of Carson. Starts before the 110. Toughest section to just before the 105. Our Caltrans camera shot over the 91. Still looking pretty decent through Bellflower. And all clear north 5 at Garfield, but that drive time's up to 26 minutes from the Orange County line to East LA. Scott Rife over Long Beach and that 710 in Air 7 HD. Hi, Scott.
Yeah, hi, Jane. Good morning, folks. If you are worried about this, really don't be. It's on the North 710 before you get to the 91 at Long Beach Boulevard. The activity is blocking the right lane, but it's just a minor slowdown. It's not going to affect you much, and it looks like they are just about ready to clear it. The North 710, for the most part, is a pretty good drive. From Air 7 HD, I'm Scott Rife, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
The trouble with the economy has the Obama administration taking aim at companies today. In a new corporate crackdown, President Barack Obama wants stricter rules for companies receiving taxpayer bailouts. He's announcing a new plan to cap the pay of top executives. Under the new rules, companies receiving money from the Treasury, such as AIG, must impose executive pay limits of $500,000. Extra compensation can come in the form of stock that doesn't become vested until taxpayers are paid back. The president also wants stricter rules on company aviation and parties. Meanwhile, the economic stimulus package now has a $900 billion price tag. It faces a rough road in the Senate, where lawmakers want to trim it back. Some Republicans are pushing alternative plans.
This is approximately $445 billion, $275 billion of it in tax cuts. It also has $50 billion in assisting Americans in need. Very importantly, it puts a sunset on the spending.
I'm less concerned about bipartisanship for bipartisanship's sake. I'm interested in solving the problem for the American people as quickly as possible. And I think that we have an obligation to make sure this money is spent wisely. I want this thing to move through the Senate. I want the House and the Senate bills to be reconciled.
The bill now includes tax incentives for car buyers. Tax credits for home buyers are also under consideration. President Obama says he hopes to have a finalized stimulus bill on his desk by President's Day. Philip?
All right, Kathy, turning to our question of the day, do you think President Obama's plan to limit the pay of financial executives is fair? The early results say 79% say yes, they make too much. 8% say no, executive pay is not the problem. 12% say, I'm not sure if this is going to help. Cast your vote, check results, log on to abc7.com, click on the See It on TV link. LA County supervisors, upset over the state budget impasse, are standing up to Sacramento. In what's being called a modern-day Boston Tea Party, they are threatening to take fiscal matters into their own hands. Eyewitness News reporter John Gregory is outside the Board of Supervisors' office with what the supervisors want to do. John.
Well, Philip, as if the state's budget problems weren't bad enough, now LA County supervisors are considering the legality of withholding tax dollars to pay for services the state normally pays for. The county supervisors are going to ask their staff to look into the possibility. They want to withhold money to pay for health and social services. The state budget impasse will delay up to $100 million the county normally gets for those services. County leaders are asking their staff to look into whether it's legally possible to do it. Of course, a lot of the money collected goes straight to the state in the form of sales tax, but the county does control other taxes like property taxes, and it is substantial the amount of money that they do collect. Right now, the county will tap into its reserve fund to cover the health and social service costs. The supervisors have given the county staff 2 weeks to figure out whether or not it's legal to withhold this money from the state. Meanwhile, other counties here in Southern California are also looking into the legality of taking action to keep some of this money in the local counties instead of shipping it off to Sacramento. We're live downtown. John Gregory, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
John, thank you very much. Investors awaiting a report on the nation's white-collar sector this morning, but no surprise, the news is not expected to be that good. The Institute for Supply Management's report on the service sector will likely show an even larger contraction in January compared to December. Also today, Wall Street will watch a private gauge of the job market for an indication on how Friday's report from the Labor Department may go. So let's take a look at the numbers right now from Wall Street. They were expected to extend the gains from yesterday, even in the face of all of this disappointing earning news. And the Treasury Department also bringing back the 7-year note, doubling the number of its 30-year bond auctions. But that's not helping as Wall Street pulls back 31 points. It currently stands at 8,046.
Meantime, more trouble on the job front, this time from Panasonic. The major Japanese electronics company announced it will cut 15,000 jobs and shut down 27 plants worldwide. Panasonic says there's been a plunging demand for its products, including flat panel TVs, DVD players, and microwaves. The company is expecting a net loss of 380 billion yen for the fiscal year ending March 31st. Meantime, while higher education is increasingly being regarded as vital to success in the U.S., most Americans think that it's too pricey. The survey conducted last month found that 55% of Americans believe a college education is essential. That is up from 31% in 2000. The survey also found 2/3 of Americans believe college is out of reach for some qualified students because of price. Just 30% agree that almost anyone who needs financial aid for college can find it, down from 38% in 2007.
Instead of using what are called human mules to move their drugs, some marijuana dealers tried to use ceramic donkeys to move 1,500 pounds of marijuana. That didn't work. Fontana police, along with federal law enforcement, report a major marijuana bust along the 8200 block of Reseda Avenue in Fontana. Let's show you a live picture of the home, and you can see all the remnants of those ceramic donkeys on the front lawn, as investigators probably broke them open to find what's inside. There were, as you can see, a lot of them. Authorities report bricks of marijuana worth as much as $1.5 million found inside the dozens of ceramic donkeys. They reportedly were watching that home for several days, waiting for that marijuana delivery to come down. When it did, late last night, the surveillance paid off. Several people were arrested.
Orange County authorities are calling the death of a 4-year-old girl inside a front-loading washing machine a tragic accident. Authorities say Kaylee Ishii climbed into the washer similar to this Kenmore model Monday. The simple control switch was about 20 inches from the floor, and her 15-month-old brother was able to hit the on button. The girl was in the water about 2 to 4 minutes before her mother found her. Paramedics were called, but the girl died of blunt force trauma at a nearby hospital. In Anaheim, 5 people were hospitalized, 2 in critical condition after a driver smashed into several cars before crashing his own. It happened last night on Lincoln Avenue between Beach Boulevard and Dale Avenue. Police say the driver's 17-year-old, who they believe was drunk and did not have a license. He was allegedly speeding westbound on Lincoln Avenue when he hit at least 4 cars. An SUV was hit so hard it flew over the center median and head-on into the path of a Toyota driven by a nurse. It took rescue crews more than 30 minutes to free her.
Still to come, the big reveal is just days away. When and how we'll learn the names of the celebrities on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Still to come.
Also ahead, a new study on CT scans could have you thinking twice before lying down for one. What new research reveals about radiation exposure.
And trainers swear it's a great way to make sure you're benefiting from your workout. We'll tell you what device they're all talking about.
12 more weeks of Dancing with the Stars with you 3. I'm going to need a CAT scan. Good morning, everybody. Rain's on the way. We'll have the forecast. Welcome back, James.
All right. Thank you, Garth. Good morning, everybody. We still have this ABC 7 traffic alert in San Dimas affecting 57 at the 10 split. Getting busy out there as well. Drive time coming up on the 60 out of Diamond Bar. We'll be right back.
March 5th. That is the date the California Supreme Court has set for arguments concerning Proposition 8, the voter-approved ban on same-sex marriage. Gay couples, several local governments, and the Attorney General's office maintain the ballot initiative is unconstitutional. It passed last November with 52% of the vote. If the court upholds the ban, it will then decide whether the 18,000 same-sex marriages performed in California are still valid.
The president of the Screen Actors Guild isn't giving up the fight to get the union's ousted negotiator reinstated. Alan Rosenberg asked a judge yesterday to grant a temporary restraining order against any further negotiations, claiming SAG's negotiator Doug Allen was unjustly fired. The complaint alleges that many of SAG's 71 board members were not contacted before Allen's removal last week. The judge denied the petition, noting several errors in it. Rosenberg's attorneys plan to fix the problems and say they'll try again tomorrow. Universal Studios is getting ready for a grand reopening. It says the sets destroyed in the huge fire last June will reopen by summer. That includes the New York streetscape and Courthouse Square. There's also something new for visitors. Universal Studios has added London street scenes and modern urban cityscape sets. No word yet when the King Kong set, also damaged in the fire, will reopen.
Well, the wait here is almost over. In just a matter of days, ABC will announce the new star-studded cast of Dancing with the Stars. The announcement is scheduled to take place Sunday during ABC's primetime lineup. Dancing with the Stars host Tom Bergeron will be name-dropping in between shows, telling us who will be taking the floor. The new season of Dancing with the Stars premieres March 9th at 8 p.m.
And your full forecast is next, and it includes rain.
With resolutions to lose weight, the gyms aren't more crowded than usual. But yet there's one piece of equipment that you can use anywhere that the experts say can really help change your body. I'm Lori Corbin. Up ahead, we'll tell you all about it.
Out of work, you can still make money. Tonight, you don't need a job to keep the cash coming in.
It was really easy.
From $20 to $2,500.
You can add that up.
Eyewitness News reveals unusual ways to make money. Tonight at 11 on ABC 7.
When is the rain going to arrive? Doesn't look like it outside right now. Let's find out. Here's Garth Kemp.
No, it doesn't yet, Kathy, but we're right where we should be sitting at this point in time. Good morning, everybody. Long Beach, beautiful out there, 51 degrees now, 44% humidity, nice in Burbank. Everywhere, not too bad this morning, 49 in Ontario and 52 in Santa Clarita. So no widespread 30s anywhere. 33, though, in towards Riverside. There it is, Kathy. That's what we're watching. 48 hours. Here it comes. As we make our way through the day, we'll watch the clouds start to pick up, especially late tonight. And then I think by tomorrow, mid-afternoon, we'll start to see some showers spreading into Ventura County, moving down to LA County by afternoon rush hour tomorrow. And then a second system comes through on Friday evening, Friday afternoon, Friday night, Saturday morning. before it scoots out here. So we could see anywhere between 1/2 inch and 2 inches of rain by the time it's all said and done. But today things come down a little bit. A beautiful day though. 79 in New Ontario, 78 downtown, low 70s in the sand at 69 up into Palmdale. Speaking of the sand, Huntington at 2 to 4, same for San Onofre, Malibu, about 1 to 3. Poor shape there. High tide just before 12 o'clock today. All right, 62 tomorrow. There it is. Snow level starts at around 6,000 to 6,500 feet, slips down by Friday to about 5,000. We could see 6 to 12 inches of snow in some of the higher elevations. That would be awesome for the ski areas. Valleys in the inland area, 77, 61 on Thursday. Friday, 58, and then right at around 60 on Saturday. Sunday looks good. Should be sunny, clean, and cool. It'll be beautiful. Philip, like we always say after it rains, right? Nothing like Southern California.
Yep, it is beautiful.
Got it.
Let's go to Jane Monreal now. We have a traffic alert we've been watching.
Yeah, Philip, and they were hoping to reopen things by 6:30. They have now said until further notice. South 57 to either side of the 10 going to be shut down around an earlier big rig that caught on fire, and still a lot to clean up. So that is going to be the case for San Dimas in that area. Your westbound commutes are definitely underway. West 60 rush hour is underway. To the 605 West 10, not much of a break now into East LA and Alhambra. Now on the 210 westbound side, right at that 210-134 split in Pasadena, getting word of a 4-car smash up. The right lane may be blocked, but so far the 210 looks pretty good. The 10 Santa Monica Freeway westbound, slow going through Mid-City, and same for that South 405, just tough down to about Sunset Boulevard for the ride. Out of the San Fernando Valley, here is that's the Caltrans camera, yes. 134 through Burbank and Buena Vista, so not too bad, but your traffic tracker drive time West 60, that's up to 25 minutes from the 57 on over to the 605. Kathy?
All right, thanks a lot, Jane. Time now for your daily dose of health news. CT scans can save lives, but a new study finds they also expose patients to a high dose of radiation. Patients getting a CT scan for heart disease can receive a dose of radiation equivalent to 600 chest x-rays. While the chance of developing cancer from a heart CT scan is very slim, researchers hope the study brings awareness to ways of minimizing that exposure, such as reducing voltage.
Measuring a woman's resting heart rate may help better predict her risk of heart attack or dying from heart disease. In a new study, U.S. researchers looked at more than 129,000 postmenopausal women with no history of heart problems. They found those with the highest resting heart rate were 26% more likely to have a heart attack or die from cardiovascular disease than those with the lowest heart rate. The study is published in the British Medical Journal.
Well, you may think your usual workout is good enough to keep you healthy, but how do you really know?
This morning, we're introducing you to a piece of equipment most fitness pros and a lot of people who work out swear by. It's going to help you work out. Eyewitness News reporter Lori Corbin has the beat on heart rate monitors.
iPod, pedometer, a trainer, a gym, all things that motivate us to stay in shape and lose a little weight. But there's one piece of equipment that experts swear by that most of us don't use, but should, a heart rate monitor.
A heart rate monitor will let you know if you're burning calories, how many calories you're burning, and if you're in your zone or if you're not in your zone.
Fitness expert Mike Michaels says many feel they should stay in their aerobic comfort zone. A big mistake if the goal is to improve.
Whether you're aerobic or anaerobic, you want to play in both areas.
Working aerobically utilizes more fat as fuel, but it's the total number of calories burned that makes the difference.
The body needs stimulus, the body needs change. It needs to be hit with different stimuluses to help it want to adapt and to change and to grow in its fitness level.
Crunch created the red line spinning classes to show people how hard or light they're working. Each participant wears a monitor with a superhero alias as their heart rate is posted up on a big screen. The workout goes from low-end aerobic in the blue range, which is about 60%, to green then yellow, or 70 to 80, then full out at 90% or redlining in the anaerobic range.
You don't want to stay there very long. That's the thing. 10, 15, 20 seconds, that's about it. But at least you kind of touched it, you hit it, the body really had a stimulus thrown at it, the metabolism gets jacked up and then runs for hours on end after the classes.
Heart rate monitors start at about $50 and can be used for any fitness program, not just spinning. And if by chance you can't seem to get your heart rate up, Michael says your heart might be trying to tell you something.
If you're overtrained, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're maybe fighting a cold or flu or something like that, these are things that can tax your body. And your heart is smart. It knows that if there's something that's not, right or not working well within the body at a given time, that it'll hold back on you.
Lori Corbin, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And of course, if money is tight right now and you simply can't afford to buy a heart rate monitor right now, you can get an estimated number of your heart rate by using a simple formula to calculate it. Find out how. Just log onto our website, click on the See It on TV link. You'll also find information on where to buy heart rate monitors. I had one for a long time. They're great. I swear by them.
All right, there you go. Endorsement. We're updating our top stories when we come back.
Plus, one more check on your forecast as we take a live look into Burbank. Beautiful shot.
This ABC 7 Eyewitness newscast sponsored in part by HealthNet Medicare programs.
Welcome back. We have breaking news. Let's go to Scott Reif. He's in Air 7.
Yeah, Philip, this is a horrible accident, a violent crash between a Riverside County fire truck and that pickup truck there. We understand that one person has been killed in the collision. It happened right in the intersection of Etiwanda and Van Buren in Miraloma. A lot of heavy traffic in the area, although it is not affecting the 60 freeway at all. From Air 7 HD, I'm Scott Reif, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And our other stories, President Barack Obama wants stricter oversight of companies accepting federal bailout money. He'll announce a plan today to limit the pay for top executives at those firms to $500,000. Meanwhile, his economic stimulus package faces a rough road in the Senate. It now carries a price tag of $900 billion, but some lawmakers are trying to trim it back.
And locally, a major marijuana bust in Fontana. Fontana police, along with Border Enforcement Task Force of ICE, confiscated some 1,500 pounds of marijuana with a street value of $1.5 million. This was hidden inside ceramic statues of donkeys. Several people are under arrest. Investigators say the home had been under surveillance for several days.
Also this morning, a wave of home burglaries and car thefts has Anaheim Police Department reminding residents to be vigilant. The areas of East Anaheim and Anaheim Hills have seen a 5-month high in theft. Police say thieves are targeting portable electronics, especially those left in parked vehicles. The areas south of the 91 and east of Imperial Highway being targeted in this recent crime wave. Live in Anaheim, Lisa Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, a final check of the weather for us today. Another nice day. Today things are starting to cool off. Rain will be hitting us by the time we roll in tomorrow. It'll be a whole different ballgame. That should continue until Saturday. On a side note, I'd like to have the yogurt concessions by the place where they sell those ceramic donkeys. Just a thought, Jane.
Okay, good one at that. Traffic alert is going to be in effect until further notice south along the 57 as you connect to the 10. Still can't do it because of an earlier big rig fire. Northbound side of the 5 recovering. Earlier trouble spot at Garfield clear, but it is slow out of Norwalk. And the 605 southbound also slow towards the 5.
All right, thanks, Jane. Tomorrow morning in Eyewitness News, financial trouble could really take a toll at home, but don't let the current economic struggle ruin your marriage. We're going to have tips for improving your finances and your love life.
All right, we'll see you later.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say Jane with her hero. Even better.
As it is and as it shouldn't be.
The Rock. Much better.
That's when I was gone. That's the real deal.
When you see news happening, call the Eyewitness News tip line toll-free at 877-777-NEWS. ABC 7, #1 in news, #1 in Southern California.